Today we're going to talk about filming mode for sports. So if you have the World Cup and you're filming and you're kind of like not getting the best quality footage, you might want to play around with these settings to get the best quality footage whilst you're at the World Cup. Question, who's the best game so far? Me personally, I think the best game so far was England versus Croatia. That was a pretty good game. Maybe about 20 minutes of good football. Some of it was a bit chunky, and I thought Croatia were pretty good at chunks, and I thought they were going to come back and beat them, and I was a bit worried because I'm in the UK and I support England, so that's a big thing for UK citizens. Another thing, got a competition. Name me when the Canon 80D was launched, and I might give you a free camera if you respond in the comments. In the comments, nowhere else, please. So comment and make a comment, and I will give you a free camera to film the final of the World Cup, or film your family in the living room going bonkers because your team didn't get through. But you never know. Okay, I know that was a bit cheesy of me, wasn't it? Hey yo. So I'm filming in manual mode. So I've got this Canon 80D, which I'm talking about. I'm going to put it in manual mode, so I'm in manual mode. So I'm going to click on this button here, and I'm going to toggle it into manual mode. So that's now in manual mode. And now, once I'm in manual mode, I have got options. So I'm going to put it in film mode, okay? And when I go into film mode, my settings look slightly different, okay? You can see that it gives me a visual of the video. So if you're filming, you might want to put it in autofocus or manual focus. I personally would put it in autofocus. And then, you know, you can sort of have a look. So go to Q button. And then you've got like your focus, AI focus, evaluative flexible zonal focus, or spot single focus. Me personally, I would put it in flexible autofocus. Why? Because I might be in the stadium and I'm trying to capture a wider space. So therefore, I think I need a more wider range of area that I need to sort of capture. So that's quite cool. Again, if I click on the Q button, I've got my file size. Now you've got like 4K. You've got like this camera goes, you know, HD, 4K, 2K, and all the rest of it. Me personally, I would shoot it in a smaller file size. You might be thinking, why? Well, I'm not going to project this onto a big screen, am I? So most likely I'm going to film this, put it on my smartphone, maybe edit it, make a short film at home. So you don't necessarily need huge files on DSLR cameras if you're not doing professional stuff. So if you're at the sports, maybe make your files smaller, because then you can capture more. And also processing wise, it will make a difference. You know, you don't want to be sort of kind of like put it in full HD or 6K and only film about 10 minutes while the match is about 90 minutes long. So my personal preference to this is put it in a smaller file size. What else? White balance. Me personally, if you're in a stadium, and America seems to be quite a bright, vivid place at the moment, put it in sunlight. Daylight, okay? If you're in a stadium that's low lit, put it in shade, okay? That might make a difference to the overall feel of your film. Or you can leave it in auto, but me personally, I will toggle between the two. The next thing I will talk about is light optimizer. At the moment, that's switched off, so you can leave that. And then the next thing is sound recording. So this, you can see, has got sound recording equipment available to it. So now you've got to think to yourself, do I need to have good sound quality recording? You might want to switch it off, or you might want to get yourself one of these, which is a Rode mic, okay? Now the Rode mic is useful to capture like maybe interviews, maybe people that you're interviewing inside the stadium, but there's going to be a lot of external noise within the stadium, and also like there's gonna be so much people making noise. Now you got to think to yourself, do I want to capture all that? So you can sort of play around with that a little bit in your sound settings, but I personally would just leave that as it is, okay? You can change the volume, so you can increase and decrease the volume. So maybe you might want to reduce the dB volume down because of the fact that there's a lot of external noise within that space, okay? And I think that's about it in terms of like filming on this Canon camera for sports. If you are using wider lens, You'll have a lot more flexibility in terms of your aperture and your shutter to be able to get more crisper, sharper video of close-up shots. But I've got an 18 to 55mm lens, which are standard kit lens that come with these types of cameras. So if you're on, if you bought a camera and you've gone to the World Cup and you've got a standard kit lens, you've got limited flexibility. However, if you're shooting and you want to crop your video down in post in CapCut or in Premiere, then you'll notice that the quality will be good when you sort of crop it down anyway. So hopefully that's useful. And if you're supporting a team, let me know who you're supporting. And if you enter the competition, name me when the Canon 70 was launched. You may win a free camera. And subscribe, follow, etc. Thanks for watching.